Thanks for tuning in. Oh, it's really yellow. Let's turn around that way. And it's really grey outside. Oh, it's really grey outside. Okay, thanks for jumping on the channel. I'm doing like a get ready with me type thing, which includes a tutorial on how I achieved the look that I posted on Instagram and Facebook yesterday. Loads of people got hold of me and said, can you show me how to do that? I don't know how to do that. So I thought I'd do this little kind of tutorial type thing. So yeah, if you want to see how to get that look, which I'm actually wearing now, but you can't see because the light is so bad. Let me try and... You'll see. Anyway, stay tuned. You want to prime your eyes. You don't have to use an eyelid primer if you don't want to. I use concealer. I like it thin because I've got hooded eyes, okay? So I don't want a thick ton of product on there because it just feels yuck to me. And then I use a matte light powder to set that. You want to set that, and then whatever you put on top of that is going to move about nicely and blend in. The key to doing the look that I did was building it up slowly. You need to be patient. You don't want to go in there and get loads of pigment on your brush and splat it on your face because you're going to make a mess. You want to start off with the tiniest bits of pigment and build it up, and initially you'll look and think, what, am I doing anything? It will all be alright in the end. It will all come out. So I'm literally going to take Substitute for Love, and I'm going to put a small amount on my brush. And even so, I'm going to tap my brush. Now, Substitute for Love has tiny little gold flecks in it, which I didn't notice until I put it on. I was like, oh, I'm shimmering. I was like, oh. So I'm going to put that here, okay, this is the area that the colour for me, I focus because I've got hooded eyes. If you've got like almond eyes and you've got a nice shape, you've got nice high arch on your brows, you've got big eyes, you've got quite a lot of lid showing, you can take this grungy look a lot more rounded and really get in there. But for me, my eyes are deep set and they're hooded, so if I do that, I actually look horrific. So I'm going to take my colour here and I'm going to very lightly and then do some sweeping motions. Now I'm not going in my crease, I'm going above, okay, because I don't want to emphasise that crease any more than I have to. And initially it really looks like I haven't done much, but I go in again and I get some more and I add that to it. I bring that down to the lid, back up and then over. And I do that a few times. I do that a few times until it builds up the colour I want. I've just scooched you in closer so you can really see my wrinkles. I pull some stupid faces when I do makeup, and the makeup often sits in there, and afterwards I have to go back over and mess about with it, but we won't pay attention to that right now. So I'm just going to keep going with this colour. I'm going to take it right up high because I want this to be my transition shade, so the other shade will melt into this, okay? You see this shadow coming along here? This is exactly what you want. Now, I'm going to go in with... Oh, I better do the other side actually, hadn't I? It would help if I did both sides, wouldn't it? Or shall I just do one? I'll just do one. So I'm going to go in with one more. And then I'm concentrating that a little bit more here now without fluffing it out too much or blending it out. I call it fluffing. I don't know why. Fluffing to some people means farting, so I shouldn't really say fluffing, but for some reason I do, and it's a really bad habit. I'm not going to fluff anymore. Okay, I'm going to go in with Freshly Toasted, which is a stunning, warm, reddy brown, gorgeous colour that I just want to lick. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. I'm going to tap a little bit off. I'm going to go in here, okay, and I'm just going to gently press in and then fluff, smudge. I think I should have a penny pot that I put into every time I say fluff. It's because the brushes are so fluffy, so my brain associates it with the word. Maybe we could just start our own lingo. I mean, who says you have to use the right terminology, right? Makeup's an individual thing. I'm fluffing my eyeshadow. I'm going to go in again with that same colour. Can you get the pattern here? You build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up, smudge it out, smudge it out, smudge it out. And then when you've got, I always think of it as like a halo of colour around the impact colour that you want. So I've got this beautiful halo of transitioning from dark to light. That's the key. And you're blending it out. And then just gently taking it across a little bit. You can take it across more if you've got different shaped eyes. It's different for everybody. But for me, I can't take it across too much because it will look stupid. Now I'm going to take, it's quite a big crease brush that I've got. But it is stunning. It is really, really an awesome brush, and it packs in that colour. And I'm going to put that right here, okay? And I'm going to get that colour right where I want it. And then just take it across a little bit. But the key here is to build up the intensity towards the outer corner. Because you can fluff it out. I can't stop. You can smudge that out afterwards, but you just want that desired level of intensity. And then I'll get my fluffy brush, blend a bit more. Not too much now. You're kind of toning down the blending now because you're keeping these dark tones in this area. That's the idea. I'm going back in again, same colour. And I'm just gonna... Things like this are a lot easier when you have young eyes as well, okay? But I just feel that a lot of tutorials are designed for younger eyes, different shapes, and we're not all supermodels. I certainly am not. And I don't believe that if we don't have a certain perfect face, we shouldn't be able to feel confident and explore makeup. I think it's a wonderful, liberating, beautiful thing. And when I'm not ranting at people and getting stressed about stuff, I play with makeup. It's like another side to me. Actually, I find a lot of people I know that are YouTubers, that are creative, have this side. They have this kind of rant side where they're like, yeah! And then they have this gorgeous creative side, and it's quite strange. It's like we're all sat here like schizophrenics, just freaking out at stuff. But that's the way it is. I'm going to go in my fluffy brush, and I'm going to take a little bit more of this and just bring it in here. I want to get a smaller crease brush. I do like my Real Technique, I can't even speak, I always do that, Real Techniques brushes. I just want to get a smaller crease brush because I just feel that that one's a bit big. Okay, now I'm just going to go back in with the lighter shade, Substitute for Love, and I'm just going to tickle a little bit here. And I am going to bring this round, but I don't want to too much because for me it won't look right, but just the continuation. Not too much. You don't want it too intense there for me. And then I'm going to go in with the original colour that I used, which was this Bittersweet here. And I'm just going to go under my brow with that. Okay, and then on my lid, I'm actually going to use my finger for this, and I'm going to go in with Sweeter End which is this colour, Ratchet Nail. Sweet at end. You could go for pure ganache on this if you wanted a goldy look. Should we do that? Should we go? We'll go with, I'll tell you what we'll do Bitter Start. Did I call it Bittersweet earlier? Got a feeling I called it Bittersweet earlier. We'll go in with Bitter Start right in the corner. So I'll get my little brush here. And I'll get my Bitter Start right in here. Okay. You can always go for a shimmer there. I often like a shimmer in the corner. And then I'm going to go for it just here as well and really impact that light colour. Okay, and then I do think actually that pure ganache would be beautiful, but I'm going to try it on my fingertip. Pure ganache is, oh my god, it's going to look gorgeous, is this, and watch. I'm dead. I seriously. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to blend that. That's so pretty. I kind of want my whole face to sparkle like that now. I'm going to bring that down into the corner, and then I'm going to take my fluffy brush and on the edges just blend a little bit, because you don't want an intense, you want a gradual transition. One thing I will say, if you do have, like me, deep set eyes, hooded eyes, low brow bones, a flash of colour or brightness here can open up that eye. And also, while I'm on the case of talking about this, lashes are everything with hooded eyes. If you have straight lashes, what I suggest you do is, if you've got really hooded eyes, there's no point curling your lashes from the base, right at the base, or getting, what's the word? Lash extensions that are like a C-curl or something like that. What I would suggest, in fact, you don't even want to go for a D-curl or anything like that on lash extensions. What I would suggest is when you curl your lashes, by all means give them a lift at the base, but then come out and lift that top, because if you've got hooded eyes, you don't want, if this is your eyelid here, you don't want your lashes to be lost in the eyelid because they've curled from the base. You want them to come out a little bit and curl up so that they do this. Okay, same with lash extensions. You often need a more dramatic curl that starts flat and then goes out in order to get those lashes seen. It's everything. Or you wear strip lashes and you go for long and then flicking up. It makes a massive difference to opening up the eye. Also, you'll find if you wear strip lashes or have lash extensions, getting somewhere the middle is longer will have a better effect on you than if you go for it here, because if you go for the ones where you have the graduating length to here, you're going to droop your eyes down. But if you go for ones where the middle is longer, you're going to open up your eyes. It's called the dolly effect. It'll open up your eyes. I know this because that's what I trained in originally. And it works. Trust me, it works. I used to style every client to fit their eye shape and face shape because everybody's different. Okay. Now, what I did yesterday was then I took, where is it? My little tiny teeny detail brush, and I went under my eyes with a combination of Substitute for Love, Freshly Toasted, and I also did a bit of Warm Notes, which is another stunning shimmer. Absolutely stunning. So always go like lighter first, so and tap that brush, Substitute for Love first. Again, you don't necessarily want to go in and immediately have like a black eye. Building things up gives you so much more control over what you're doing. And then Freshly Toasted to get some of that deep warmish tone in there. Oh yes. For me, having deep set eyes, I don't go too low and grungy with it not too intense. Now onto Warm Notes, the shimmer, because it would make my eyes look more deep set. Everybody's different with the looks they can create with what they've got, and you have to accept that what you see on Instagram is some of the most beautiful people with the most perfect features. If you look like that, God, you are lucky, and you are beautiful, and know that you are beautiful. But if you look different, you're not ugly. You are unique. We're all unique. I don't want to look like generic, like I've just come off a conveyor belt. I don't want to look like that. Why would I? Right, here are the bare bones of the look. That's the bare bones. That's what you need. The next step is, if you choose to wear eyeliner, eyeliner. If you've got hooded eyes, keep it thin. Keep your eyeliner thin. With this look, I actually did not use a proper eyeliner. What I did was I went in with my Real Techniques brow brush, slanted brush, and it's technically a brow brush, and I went in with Beans Are White here, and I tapped that down and tucked it down into my lash line. That's what I did. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll get back to you. I'll finish my other eye, and then you can see the completed look, okay? Okay, we've had a lighting change because it got really dark in here. I've done the rest of my makeup. I want you to look. Okay, so all I've done is just give my lashes a curl. I've not got falsies because the ones I wanted to wear, I got in a pickle with, and there's a part of it that's kind of just not right. I need to replace them. I've worn them too many times. And up until recently, I really wasn't a lash fan because I was worried about using it because I've got really sensitive skin, but I am getting on alright with lashes. I just don't have any more to use. So for the purpose of this, we are not using lashes. There we go. All I've done from when I saw you last is I've used my angled brow brush to do a basic line right at the base of my lashes, because if I do a big eyeliner, it's going to get lost and all that work on the lid is not going to show because of my hooded eyes. So I've done that. I've tidied up the corners here with a bit of concealer, just a little tiny bit, just to neaten it out. You don't have to neaten it out. You can have it smoking all the way around if you want. It just doesn't suit me as much. I have contoured and highlighted and put a bit of blusher on and put my lippy on. The lipstick I'm wearing for this is one I hate, but the colour goes. It's the best matching colour I've got for the look I want, but I hate it, and I guarantee you I'll be scrubbing it off my lips later. And it's the NYX Liquid Lingerie. I love the colour so much, but I hate the formula. It stinks like chemicals. It feels like I've got thick candle wax on my lips, and I don't like it. And it doesn't layer up very well. Later on it will be like flaking and peeling, and I just don't like it. But that is it. Roughly, my trousers are a mess, they're covered in powder. That is it, that's the look. I will get closer to the window so you can see it in more light, because the light is really rubbish today. So bear with me. This should be a bit better if I don't fall over. Christmas tree, hello. So yeah, there you go. It's a simple, warm toned autumn winter look. It's really easy to do. Just remember to go in with small layers. Oh my god, this lighting's awful. Can you see this colour behind me? That's the first coat there. That's the first coat of the new colour that's going on the walls. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this in different lighting. Just trying to give you kind of more options to how it looks in different lighting, but I love it. And if you want your top lip to look a bit perky, put a little bit of highlighter on your Cupid's bow, just here. It just looks a bit perky, see? Perky top lip. Cheaper than Juvederm, eh? Cheaper than Juvederm. There we are, that's a good light. So yes, really easy, guys. If you've got any problems or you want some help, oh, do you like my pinny? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Can't escape the mummy vibe. So evidently I was stood here talking to the camera and it wasn't on, and then I walked off to go to the loo, and I'd actually pressed the record button, and what you got was a picture of me doing this. attractive. Oh, so attractive, right? Yes, so I was just trying to give you some different light options, but it's really hard. Do you like my pinny? Sexy mama. You can't escape the mummy vibe. It is everywhere. It's like a disease. I was saying, I think, in my last clip that didn't record, that I thought had recorded, that I try to upload 3 to 4 times a week. I'm working on lots of other different things. Thank you for requesting this. It's really nice to do something that people have asked for. Do press the red button below that says subscribe. This just gives you the opportunity to get a notification when I upload a video. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to, if it's something that doesn't interest you. But if it is something that interests you and you do like it, by all means give me a thumbs up and a comment below. It's really, really nice to have your feedback. I will put a link to my Twitter and Facebook so that you can message me and let me know if you've got any issues you want help with your makeup. I am not the world's best makeup artist or anything like that. I'm just somebody who enjoys makeup, likes being creative, and was asked to share some things, so I'm sharing them. So by all means, get hold of me, show me if you do your makeup, if you get this palette or just do your makeup and you love the way it turns out, tag me in it. I want to see it. Oh, I'd love to see it. That would be amazing. If it's on Instagram, I'll leave my link to Instagram below as well. I'll leave my Snapchat below, although I'm rubbish at keeping up with Snapchat. I've got so many social media platforms, I'm rubbish, but I will do my best, I promise. Okay, guys, take care, have an awesome weekend, and I will catch you later. Bye.